All right, here we go. Level 8?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Takara's Stronghold.
Yeah. Think I gotta pull something? Oh, yeah. That thing.
You can see it on the Gamorrean.
Come on, piggy.
Yeah, really.
What's his scripted route?
Should go right past again. There he is.
Gotcha.
Jail key.
Uh-oh. Maybe I should have took push, huh?
Probably run out. And you know what? When you are out, don't be afraid to quick save when you find a little nook where you feel safe for a couple seconds, because then it'll save the time of having to pull the thing
Right, right.
again.
You're always so worried about the quick saves. But that's
Dude,
good.
when I realize when I compare and contrast our playstyles, I quick save after every round of enemies, basically, and it's really just to save time.
Man, they
So
got
I don't.
a
Yeah,
Sith
a
wayfinder down
holocron.
here.
Yeah, I know, right? That's where it was. If only Kylo had gone there.
Yeah. I don't need health. Do they expect me to punch those Gamorreans?
Yeah,
I think there was a
that's
gun
what.
in there, maybe.
When I played this, I had to do that. You know what? There's no guns in here. I'll just tell you.
Maybe it's the lightsaber.
That should come in handy.
Oh, pry bar.
That's.
Never mind. Can I
I
beat them to
know.
death with it?
I. If only. Um. Yeah, I thought it was a lightsaber too when I saw that pry bar, and I was like, oh. Um. Oh, there you go. You found this area. That's basically the. Once you go down in the sewer, you won't have to go back to the prison area, I don't think.
Yeah. This is really gross. I can only imagine what
Yeah.
this water is.
Yeah, and it's kind of yellowish. Like what's that?
So we were talking about before we were talking about Skinwalker Ranch stuff. And
Right.
now I can barely remember what I was. There was some point I was going to make or something.
You were talking about the History Channel having the
Oh
cheesy.
yeah, that was the thing because we were talking about how the History Channel is like morphed into like so many cable channels. It's morphed into. Oh,
Oh,
here's the Rancor.
you know what? If you kind of turn around and run to a sort of corner,
I knew
kind
I
of like
was
right
gonna regret
behind
this.
where she is in the
Mm-hmm.
image right
I
there,
can kind of
where
see.
that light is. Run back over there. Ouch. You're safe there. He won't come back there.
Okay.
The only thing is, it takes 2 attacks, and that's it to take you out.
Okay.
So it might even be worth loading again. Although around the corner where he is, there's a little cave where there's a bunch of health, so you might be able to run in there and health up again. He takes, I believe, 8 lightsaber slashes.
I thought I grabbed back the hell kind of crap is this?
Got your pry bar. Yeah, I think he takes 8 slashes. It was kind of hard to see that nook. There's a couple nooks. There's the sewer you can't. There it is. There's the health. Okay, get out of there again. Go back to that spot. I would say quick save here. You're having a better time than I was. Oh. Oh, I thought he was taken out.
Gotcha.
Damn.
It was just a little adolescent Rancor.
Wow,
Where's Malakili?
I saw the animation of him eating me like 30 times last night.
Oh, is it a good animation? Till you go down the
It's
gullet.
pretty good. It's pretty good. The sound effect is like the crunching when the Gamorrean gets eaten in Return of the Jedi. Oh yeah, he comes down. He's the only one that comes in here after you beat the Rancor. And you got all that health, obviously.
Yeah,
I think, right?
Yeah. I guess it was power. I guess it was batteries that I got, not back to.
Quick save here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll remember.
What a turd.
I'd say Gamorreans are possibly the most irritating enemy on this level. There's a lot of close quarters, cheap shots like that where they use their vibro axes like right around a corner.
Mm-hmm. Am I just supposed to duck under there?
Yeah, I think so. It's a weird tunnel though, because then to walk back you have to walk straight and not duck, but if you duck you can't. But to get under it, yeah, you duck.
Gotcha.
So yeah, walk back now underneath it. It's stupid. If you try and duck, you can't.
Oh, it's probably they don't want you going back.
No, you can though. But if you walk straight, you go under no problem. And it's like the coding is backwards or something.
Anyway, so History Channel, they morphed into, you know, a reality TV type thing because that content's really cheap. So it's like Ancient Aliens and all that stuff. But I remember
stock footage.
Yeah.
From like those websites that create like stock footage of just like, you know, mountains and people, crowds, whenever they need a crowd shot.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
And I remember distinctly when History Channel first like got released or whatever, went on the air, and it wasn't on my cable provider. Good thing I quick save, huh?
Yeah.
There was a Genghis Khan like documentary, like I didn't want to switch to the gun. Okay.
You know what? It's a setting where
I
like
know.
I changed mine because it was pissing me off too.
There was like a big Genghis Khan documentary. I was like so bummed I didn't get to see it because I didn't have the History Channel at the time. Like Cablevision or whoever it was, I think it was Cablevision, didn't have it. So
yeah.
And then now they don't make anything like that anymore.
Right.
It's all, what was that? They had that show where Top Shot or something. People would shoot guns. There would be like trick shots or whatever they'd have to do. Some weird reality competition.
Trying to think. My earliest memory of History Channel, I know they've been around since like the late 90s or early 2000s, but my distinct memory would be like the mid 2000s because I remember watching UFO Files. That was their first kind of UFO docu-series. And that one was really good, and they had like 50 episodes about all the major subjects. But then they got
I took a nade in the face. All right.
But yeah, they've kind of waxed and waned over the years on quality. There's still some good things, but it's like they found their formula and they're gonna stick to it.
Oh yeah, it's super cheap. And the only reason that came up, we were talking about the Hunt for the Skinwalker documentary by Jeremy Corbell, and how those kind of subjects, paranormal subjects, if there's a show about something, like it's almost not worth it, because if they found what they were looking for, you would
Be
it would
blasted everywhere.
oh,
Oh no.
the game just crashed.
Yeah, I was gonna say it bopped me out of everything. So yeah.
What a bummer. Okay. Well, that crash was weird. Anyway, what was I saying?
It's about Jeremy Corbell.
Oh yeah. We were watching I was watching the Hunt for the Skinwalker, Jeremy Corbell, and oh yeah. So shows, if they find what they're looking for, oh that's sad.
You droid torturer.
If they found what they're looking for, you would hear about it in the news, like, if Sasquatch hunters or whatever found Sasquatch, they wouldn't be able to just keep it in the show.
Yeah.
Like, it would be huge news. Like when that guy had that, what was it, the rubber Bigfoot suit in that freezer. You remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
So I don't like certain shows, certain subjects. I don't like where it's like breaking, right? Like if like a UFO show or a documentary is interesting because it's usually going over like historical or semi, it's going over past events usually.
Yeah.
Whereas a reality show where they're like looking for something. I don't know if I could do this. I got 1 health. 1 health and 1 shield.
That room is really tough because there's guys on the ceiling, on the kind of on the, I don't know what you call it, the overhangs. And I don't think there's any health anywhere around here because that was something I struggled with too. You could check the Rancor cave again.
Yeah. Let's see. I came in through here. Right?
Oh, and you know what? Okay, there's
there we go.
underwater. Yeah, I was gonna say right there.
That helps.
And I think there's when you first get in the water tunnel in the cracked part of the pipe, if you go down the other way, I think you already got it. There was a shield and a health pack. It's like when you first get in the water pipe from
I don't know.
From the prison area.
I think I did.
I think you did too.
I don't know. Anyway, you would know. So
yeah.
So like UFO shows and stuff, it's interesting to go over like historical events or like a show where they're like, going over past Bigfoot sightings. But anything where they're like looking for something. So the Hunt for the Skinwalker documentary was really interesting because it went over like the historical research that NIDS did in the 90s and early 2000s. If I could blow that thing up.
You want a really quick save now again?
Oh, yeah. That would be good. All right.
Well, you have a smidgen of health.
Whoa.
I think once you do get in here and take out those guys, I think there is some health. Or I know of a spot. Once you get up, and I think you have to force jump from the crate, but once you do get up there, I think there's a might be a revive.
Where's one of those invulnerability things? I could really use that.
Yeah, if you get up there, there's a in one of the corners. There's something. I can't remember what item it is. I think it might be a revive. Okay, there's that.
That's just better.
But what about the opposite corner? Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of another area. Sorry.
That's fine. But there's a Skinwalker show, I guess, on History Channel where the new owner, Brandon Fugel, I think is his name. He in the documentary, it was made a couple years ago, and he wanted to keep his identity a secret because of his business dealings and stuff. But now he's open about owning it. He's got this show on History Channel, which I'm interested in Skinwalker Ranch, but I'm not interested in a show like that because, like I said, if there was anything, important or big discovery, it would.
Yeah, it would have already come out.
I would think, anyway.
That's a room right there. Oh, this might be what I was thinking of. There might be some guys and. Oh yeah, so up there.
Oh jeez.
Those. Girders contain something up there. Suddenly, Battlefront.
They ramped up the difficulty.
Call of Duty. Yeah, this game is hard, man.
Yeah, there's some parts where it gets pretty good.
Well, like what we were talking about, I think the last session, or before that, the hit scan in this game is insane. It's not like Jedi Knight. They definitely amp that up.
Well, it's less Grands tossing grenades.
It's less that, and there's more guys with blasters. But even when I took on multiple stormtroopers in Jedi Knight, I never had the trouble I do in this game.
Oh, apparently weak ways are crack shots.
It's their squinty eyes. They're able to focus. Right in the face.
So yeah, I don't think anything they find they would be able to save for the show. Maybe they would, because it's pretty secure location.
Yeah, what I was thinking. A good description for Skinwalker Ranch. It's a dimensional sphincter.
Yeah.
Just everything comes out of it. Everything is spewed out.
It's a portal.
It's God's weird dimensional
butthole. This guy.
So instead of
what was it? There was a movie. I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was JFK. It was some movie about the Kennedy assassination, I think, or dramatization in a something or other. And maybe it was JFK. And there's a scene where Oswald, I think, is describing, Dallas, Texas. And he says, like, if the U.S. needed an enema, they'd stick it in Dallas, Texas or something. I just thought that was a funny line. That's
funny. It wasn't 11/22/63, was it? Because I just saw that like a couple months ago.
That's that Stephen King one, right?
Yeah.
No, it was something a long time ago. It wasn't anything recent.
Dude, the guy they got to play Oswald in that miniseries looks so much like the real Oswald. It's crazy.
It might be. It might be the real Oswald. If you want to go down that rabbit hole, it could be
right?
One of the government elite clones.
Right. But yeah, that was a really good miniseries. It was almost one of those things where it felt like it wrapped up too quickly. Like at the end, it just kind of like boom, 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 done.
That's very un-Stephen King like for anything to get wrapped up.
Right. But yeah, it was good. It was really good. I like James Franco in it, and the casting was great. Yeah, this is a weird room because it's like multi-leveled. You got the upper area down there, and then you got a water thing down there. which the guys can fall into if you shoot them right. Looks like there's a couple health crates.
That's what I need.
I don't know what it is with this game and Jedi Knight, but it's so funny when the enemies are alive and they fall in the water and they do that thing where they like flip out. Where it's
Yeah.
like they're like,
Yeah, they're like,
and it's like
they're going
it's like
crazy.
they're suddenly like, I don't know, like meth head fucking swimmers or something. It's actually like disturbing. I hate it when it happens. It's just like, oh, I want to like put them out of their misery.
What am I doing? Oh yeah, going this way. I want to go up, or unless this is supposed to. No, of course not. I really like this skiff thing.
If you hadn't gotten it already, in the wings at the very top of up there is there's at least one item.
Yeah, up here. That's what I was going back for. Come
right.
on, man. You should be watching this. You should know what I got. Gosh darn it.
One of those weird things too, where it's like you can walk to the next beam above you. You don't have to jump.
Yes,
so it's like
that was
when I
weird.
did it. Yeah, when I did it the first time, it was like I hit my head and had to try it a couple times. It's like
it's very odd.
Ugh.
Yeah. So anyway, Hunt for Skinwalker is pretty good. It's a fun documentary. I kind of like the way that Jeremy Corbell puts things together. Makes it entertaining.
It's always entertaining with him, that's for sure.
Yeah. The only complaint I have about it is that they were Nap included was kind of coy about some stuff. Like there's stuff that they can't talk about, I guess.
Yeah, there's been that with Skinwalker with Nap for over time. I don't know why.
Well, I think in watching it and stuff, because this was produced after the Tic Tac video came out, the Tic Tac UFO.
Yeah,
and he talks about how the ATIP got, ID'd or whatever that Pentagon agency.
Right.
So I think there's just sensitive government stuff that they can't talk about, and Bob Bigelow is involved in it with
with NIDS and all
that stuff. His was it Bass or whatever, his aerospace company is involved in, I think, ongoing research, even though he's not the owner anymore. I think they're involved with ATIP, and there's the way Knapp described it. It seemed like there was some overarching government umbrella that is still involved in research at Skinwalker Ranch. So
interesting,
but it's good. I mean, he's a reporter first, of course, a journalist, and if his sources don't want him to reveal anything, it's good that he doesn't, because then he can continue to have those sources still trust him. So
can't remember if that's open now. Okay, it is. If you try swimming out too far, there's another energy barrier that prevents you, but that gets turned off later.
It's not a water Kell dragon.
Or one of those weird
come on,
squid things. That's from Jedi Knight.
Oh yeah, those things were all right though. They were pretty slow.
Yeah, they were not hard.
I can't trust those all the time. Not to explode in my face.
Yeah, I know. Man, I never get the chopped off limbs. You get it like every game session.
It's skill. Total skill. No
That's what it
no
is.
luck involved.
I'm in the Stronghold and I've got the GCT device. Pick me up at the dock at the north end.
We're on our way.
It's funny when I played through this and I read that dialogue line, I didn't even know that was what I was after in there. I was like, what? GCT? Like, I'm just trying to escape the prison.
Yeah.
I feel like there was certain plot points that the game kind of glosses over. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to cram in more than they meant to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they don't have the live action cutscenes, which
I guess it's not open yet.
all right.
I thought it was.
That's all right. They don't have the live action cutscenes, so, but they have the in game cutscenes. But I don't know. I'm not getting. And it could just be from not paying attention that closely. I don't feel I'm getting that information.
I don't know. Like when I caught up to where you are last night, when I was playing ahead, I had to do the spaceport level all over again, and I obviously without doing commentary on it, I was able to focus more on it, and I still didn't quite pick up some of the plot points. I mean,
Well,
like, okay, Mara Jade's doing these side quests for Kappa the Hutt, and Kappa has this deal with the New Republic or something where he can operate as long as he, gives them whatever it is they need. And
arms
I don't know.
missions or something.
Yeah, it's some weird. I mean, it's really cool though. I am glad that there's this story, because also at the end of the day, I think every Star Wars game always does better when there's a decent story behind it. The ones that don't, I find to not be very good. And let me give you an example. Some of the I don't know, like Empire at War, or some of the other real-time strategy games. Those are kind of like scenario based. And they did have campaigns and there was an expansion and stuff, but I feel like the story was always secondary when it came to those. And
Oh yeah, those would be. Well, why would I even go back? There's no way that they want me to go that way. Yeah, those are kind of like alternate history type things,
or at least seeing history from different sides. But then in doing that, it's limited by what the game can show. So, you could see the Battle of Yavin yet again, but you're not going to see 30 starfighters there flying with you like it says in the movie.
Oh, so that's not okay. So what the heck do I do?
There's
Oh,
another
here we go.
water
Here
room.
we go. It was an unlocked door.
Okay, there you go. I was just gonna say there's another water room. That's it. And be careful when you. Basically, what you got to do, where it's all electrified, you can't touch it. So you got to walk on the beam sections.
Great.
Actually, yeah. Once you drop down,
I quick saved.
Yeah, you can. Right on the edge, yeah, you can walk on that, and then that beam. There you go.
Any other game you'd have to make that jump, but this game just expects you to.
Yeah, and then I think once you get in here and take out some guys, there's a control panel that'll turn off that electricity.
Does it turn off the alarm too? I'm so sick of alarms.
I don't think it does. Oh yeah, I think this is a puzzle. It's like, okay, there's the side door, the room you're in. You can get it so to where that alarm goes off and the electricity, but then you're locked in that room. So you have to do it in a certain order to where the door unlocks and the electricity gets turned off.
We did it. We did it. It's so wizard, Annie.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Hmm.
Cat needed out. It was irritating the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's what cats do.
Well, the problem was no one was listening, that he was crying at the door and needed to
No,
be let out,
It's fine. It's fine.
despite the fact that they're here.
Cats are. Everybody's fine. Oh yeah.
This only happens.
Turned off the electricity. Now I go back probably.
This only happens when I need to record. The cats will sleep 17 hours, but then right when I'm gonna record, oh, it's time to get up and scratch the door and ask for food, and I want to play. I want to cuddle. Give me attention.
I think that anyone that owns a cat knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
I want to just like run and have my lightsaber like sticking straight out, or like clothesline everybody.
Oh yeah. Or yeah, have it like the on guard position, like Obi-Wan with Grievous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the block is okay in this game, but it doesn't always direct it back at them, and it takes so damn long. Because their blaster shots are so weak.
You're telling me.
Like, god dang, man.
Whoops.
See, that was something that was improved in more modern Star Wars games. Like when you play, there you go.
We're on our way. Oh
yeah, I love that it's
straight out of
TIE
Flight
Fighter and
Sims,
X-Wing.
yeah.
Yep. The good old, I think it's DX9.
You keep this up and you might give yourself a good name. As soon as I get the supplies back, you'll get your payment. Of course, first I'll have to tell Mon Mothma about your illegal surveillance equipment. Being an honest Jedi and all. A pleasure doing business with you.
I was wondering about Mara's ship in this game that we've been noticing that
yes
has that VTOL design, and I guess according to Wikipedia, with the source as the new Essential Guide to Characters from 2002, I guess that was a ship that Talon Card loaned her for a while.
Oh,
called the Shrike.
There was something about Talon Card, but I'll save it for now. What should I take? What do you think? We got a lot of pull. We got enough speed, I think.
Let's see. Jump again? No. Projection should be interesting. I've not used it yet, so I don't know.
It certainly would be good to take some heat off of me. I'll put 2 into projection. Well, that was level 8. Very exciting.
All right.